Hi everyone, Ladus here, and today we're going to start playing the Age of Empires campaigns, and for our newer viewers we'll start off with the William Wallace campaign because that's the first one. So we'll start off from Europe and we'll play the rest of them throughout. So let's start with the first one, marching and fielding. Now when we start playing, as soon as there is a cutscene, we're gonna stop talking and we'll try to keep the talking to a minimum throughout.
We are without a leader. The dead King of Scotland has no heir. War creeps in from the south, where Edward Longshanks, the avaricious King of England, has returned from successful campaigns in Wales and France. As Longshanks turns his attention to Scotland, the shadow of fear settles across the Highlands. The English have thousands of Welsh longbowmen, hundreds of knights on horseback, and dozens of siege weapons. We Scottish have a rabble of untrained soldiers who do not even know how to march in a straight line. We must act soon. If we're to have any chance of resistance, we need to forge an army by any means necessary.
So we have the main objective, and if you're playing campaigns for the first time, you can for the later on ones use scouting and hints. But this should be straightforward.
The English are terrorising all of Scotland, and it's time for us to fight back. But if we are to defeat them, every one of us will need to learn how to march and fight. Follow the path to the blue flag. First, click the soldier. Good. Now right-click near the blue flag.
Tall.
Good. Now move to the next flag.
Bid
Click the
fear.
soldier, then right-click near the flag. Excellent. Now to move to the next flag, you must
Tall.
walk through the black area. Moving into the black area reveals more of the map. The black area represents unexplored territory. That's all there is to it. Now go to the next
Bid
flag,
fear.
where you will meet some allied soldiers. To move all your soldiers at once, click near the units and drag around them. Then right-click to move them.
Erlov.
Try moving your
Tall.
soldiers to the next flag.
Tall.
Did all your units make it to the flag? The
Bid
road ahead
fear.
is guarded by an English outpost. Scroll up to the outpost building by moving the mouse to the very top of the screen. Then click the red outpost.
Tall.
Right-click the outpost to attack it.
Forward.
The outpost is destroyed.
Margaret.
That should
Erlov.
slow the English raids. Keep following the
fear.
path to the village.
Tall. Tall. Bid fear.
Home sweet home. But wait, the English are angry that you destroyed their outpost. They're coming to attack their village.
Tall. Tall.
Don't panic.
Tall.
Just click your soldiers and right-click
Bid
the red
fear.
English soldiers to
Tall.
attack.
Done
Defeat
cut.
the enemy soldiers and you'll have won your first battle.
Forward. Done cut. Tall.
Good job. Now you know how to fight back against the English army.
Tall.
So that was easy.
Scotland has soldiers now, if only a few. But if we are to turn back the greed of Edward Longshanks, we'll need many more recruits and much more gold in our coffers. These ancient stones and oaks around us will soon be drenched with the blood of clansmen.
Okay, so we're gonna play the next level because the first one didn't take us much time. So I just clicked on next level.
An army marches on its stomach, or so the old saying goes. My clansmen have been farming and tending sheep for hundreds of years. But gathering enough food to feed an army is a different matter entirely. Without a strong economy, the meagre forces that we have cobbled together will collapse again.
So this is where we get to learn about how to gather resources. So 50 of each.
To support the Scottish Army, you will need to build up your stockpile of resources. To win, gather 50 food, 50 wood and 50 gold. To gather food from the forage bush, click a villager, then right-click a forage bush near the blue flag. The villager will continue working for you, carrying the food to the town centre. The amount of food you have is shown in the upper left corner of the screen. In addition to your food stockpile, you can see your current wood, gold and stone stockpiles. The more villagers you have, the faster you can gather resources. Assign your new villagers to gather food.
Erlov, Fiedige, Kid, Fiedige.
Erlov, Bithir, Theodige.
Forgere,
So we should get there pretty soon.
Kid, To, Fiedige.
Great. You now have 50 food. To win, also gather 50 wood and 50 gold. To gather wood,
Erlov,
click a
Kia,
villager,
Fiedige.
then right-click a tree.
Boonage. Kid, Boonage. Boonage. Erlov, To, Fiedige. Boonage.
If you haven't found any
Kia,
gold yet,
Boonage.
search in the unexplored
Bargara,
territory.
Theodige. Theodige. Bonid.
Forgere, Boonage.
So we should.
Car,
This is
To,
how we can
To,
explore.
To,
Good job. You now have enough
Coal.
wood.
To, Cart. Kia, Boonage. To, Cart. To,
Kid, Bithir, Gjart.
Erlov.
Good. You found some gold.
Cart. Cart.
Kia,
Okay, we found
Bithir.
gold.
To. Gjart. Nenige.
Forgere, Boonage. Beat 4. Kid, Boonage. Beat 4. Kia, To. Beat 4. Forgere. Beat 4.
Bargara. Brabuga.
Erlov. To. Cart. Beat 4. Kid. Beat 4.
Erlev. Kid. Bonid. Kia. Bonid.
Excellent. You now have enough gold. You're well on your way to making a city. Edward Longshanks for all his disrepute. has shown his military tactics in Wales, England and France to be very effective, if not cruel and ruthless. He is indeed an enemy to be feared. The English sacked the town of Berwick-upon-Tweed. With that I could call it a battle, but it was truly more of a massacre. Unless we organise our army, there will be more massacres to follow. I pray that we can be ready when Longshanks comes.
So the first few levels are that easy and that
In
short.
villages throughout the Highlands, there is grim talk of skirmishes between Scotland and England. We lost the town of Dunbar this week. Scottish defenders broke ranks and fled. The English have an army that is larger and better trained. To compete with them, we are going to need new recruits to pick up spear, sword and bow. We must transform these shepherds into soldiers.
Kid, bit
We will need many soldiers to defend our homeland.
Kia, Toe.
To win, you will
Kia,
need to create
bit
4
dear.
militia. We'll start by creating villagers. Click your town centre.
Rob Wigger.
It takes time for the villager to appear. If your town centre is selected, you can see the progress in the status area at the bottom of your screen. Good job. The villager has appeared next to your town
Erla.
centre. Now, create another villager.
Rob Wigger.
You need additional housing to support your population. To
Erla.
build a house, click a villager.
Bargara. Rob
Good job.
Wigger.
Try building another house. If more than one villager builds a building, it will go up faster. Each house supports 5 units. The population
Hello.
indicator at the top of the screen shows your current and supportable population. Other buildings are made just like houses. Try building a barracks. The barracks is a
Jarvis,
military
dear.
building. Barracks
Toe.
complete.
Bonnet.
Now you can create soldiers. Click the barracks, then click the Create Militia button. Selecting different buildings or units gives you different options in the lower left corner of the screen. That's 1 militia unit. Create 3 more
Here.
and you will have enough soldiers to protect this area and win the scenario. Click the barracks
Kid.
and quickly click the Create Militia button 3 more times to make 3 soldiers in a row.
Kid. Bonnet. 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 Erla. Bonnet. Rob Wigger.
Forgere. Boonage.
Now that you have a few soldiers,
Boonage.
you'll be able to defend this area against English
Rob Wigger.
attacks.
Kid.
Now that we have militias stationed across the border, the English have slowed their raids. But facing Longshanks' army will be another matter. The wicked English king is yet to bring his famous longbows to bear. Our militias can only get us so far. We're going to need more advanced weapons.
So I think, just from memory, the last
Rumours
2
creep in
were
from
fun.
the south of a giant who leads the forces of Scotland. His great sword driving through earth, man and horse alike. If this mythical knight can stall the English advance, it will give us time to develop the arms we need. Even now our smiths are forging swords and fletchers are crafting arrows and crossbow bolts.
So I was saying the last 2 were kind of hard or fun to play. The first few are just learning. Advanced to feudal age. Okay.
Bargare.
The English use very
Kia,
advanced
Toe.
weapons and armour. To win, you will need to advance to the feudal age and repel the English raids. You're going to need to research some technologies of your own to increase the strength of your civilization. For example, researching loom makes your villagers harder to kill. To research loom, click the town centre, then click the research loom button.
Kia. Kid. Fedika.
Kid. Bid fear. Toe. Toe.
Good.
Bid
Researching
fear.
technology costs you resources, but improves your civilization. While researching, you can put your villagers to work and use your military units to explore.
Kid. Bid fear. Bid fear. Erlaf. Toe. Bid fear. Bid fear. Toe. Fargere. Toe. Kid. Bid fear. Bid fear. Fargere. Toe. Erlaf. Bid fear.
New technologies and buildings become available when you advance to a new age. To advance from the Dark Age to the Feudal Age, you need 500 food.
Kid. Toe. Bid fear. Erlaf.
Now you have enough food to advance to the Feudal Age. However, you also need 2 buildings from your current age. Now you can advance from the Dark Age to the Feudal Age. Click your town centre, then click the Advance to Feudal Age button. Good. You're on your way to the Feudal Age. In addition to gathering food at forage bushes, villagers can herd sheep or hunt deer for food.
Selgara.
Erla. Boonage. Fedika.
To arms.
Toe.
The English are making a sneak attack.
Selgara.
Fargere. Toe. Bid fear. Bid fear. Bid fear. Toe. Bid fear. Toe. Kogo. Kogo. Erlaf. Bid fear. Dankat. Toe. Bid fear. Kid. Toe. Bid fear. Toe. Bid fear.
Fargara. Theodga.
Fargere. Toe. Kid. Bid toe. Bid fear. Bid fear. Toe. Bid fear. Toe. Bid fear. Erlaf. Bid fear. Bid toe. Fargere. Bid fear.
Congratulations. Advancing to the next stage is the best way to improve your civilization. The idle villager button. Click it to locate villagers who are not currently assigned to a task. Now that you're in the feudal age, you can upgrade your militia to men-at-arms. Click the barracks, then click Upgrade to Men-at-Arms. Upgrading to Man-at-Arms will change all your militia units to the more powerful Men-at-Arms.
Bid fear. Fargere. Toe. Toe. Kid. Bid fear. Toe. Toe. Erlaf. Bid fear. Toe. Bid fear. Toe. Toe. Bid fear. Toe. Toe.
The English are attacking again.
Kid.
Teach them a lesson with your new Men-at-Arms.
Bid fear. Kogo. Kogo. Fargere. Toe. Toe. Dankat. Kogo. Dankat. Toe. Dankat. Toe. Erlaf. Dankat. Toe. Dankat. Kogo. Kogo. Kid done cut. Erlav to.
Now that the battle is
Margaret,
over,
bid
create
fear.
some extra militia units at the barracks to replenish your forces. The English are no match for your warriors. Longshanks has invaded, stormed and sacked the city of Perth. Worse, he has captured the fabled Stone of Scone and declared himself King of Scotland. If we cannot bring about a victory in battle soon, the Scottish armies will be too demoralised to put up any fight at all. If this mythical Scottish giant does exist, I wish that he would bring his forces up to Stirling, where we shall next do battle.
So that kind of got hard towards the end, as in the militia that I had wasn't enough. Probably should have
The
kept.
time for minor skirmishes is over. We now prepare for war. The villain Longshanks is poised to cross the River Forth and threaten the town of Stirling with a force of men-at-arms, heavy cavalry and a multitude of archers. Our newly forged army marches southward to establish our own base and attack the English before they can ready their troops.
Kid.
The time has
Right
come
here.
to take the offensive. The English have a
Booger.
fort near the
Rob
town of
Booger.
Stirling. If we can defeat the English here, they may think twice about their invasion of Scotland. To win, destroy the English tower to the west. Before we attack the English to the west, we need to build up our forces. Have your villagers start gathering food and wood. Keep making villagers at your town centre until you have 10. The more villagers you have, the faster your resources will come in.
Vargara. Bit fear. Theotica. Rob Booger. Erlav. Bit fear.
You can
Oh.
specify locations for new
Oh.
units to
Bit
gather
fear.
by setting a gather point. For villagers,
Kia.
click the town centre and click the Set Gather Point button. You can gain more food by
Oh,
building
bit
fishing
food.
ships.
Cat.
To create fishing
Oh,
ships,
dear.
have your villagers build a dock in the water to the south.
Rob
You've
Booger.
found some sheep. Sheep are a good source of food, so send them back to your town centre and assign a villager to gather food from them.
Fedika. Toe. Forgara. Toe. Kid. Fedika.
Now click the dock and build a fishing ship.
Vargara. Cat. Cat. Bit fear. Bit fear. Iskra.
To fish, click a fishing ship and right-click on a leaping fish. The fishing ship will collect fish and automatically return them to the dock. Fishing ships are also useful for
Kid.
exploring.
Bonnet. Bonnet.
Build a barracks and 5 militia to defend your villagers and explore the map. The hill with the dead tree protects the only access to your
Bonnet.
town. It would be a good idea to build a watchtower
Booger.
on this hill once you
Rob
advance
Booger.
to the feudal age. Villagers can also build farms. Build 4 farms near your mill when your forage bushes are depleted. Each farm needs only 1 villager working on it. Scout cavalry are poor fighters, but they can see a great distance. You can use your scout cavalry to explore the rest of the map and find the English.
Erlav Kart. Fedika.
Kia. Cat. Bonnet. Kid. Bit fear. Bonnet.
Kid, toe, cart. Toe, toe. Cart, toe.
Vargara. Kjart. Rabwiga.
Erlov, cart. Iskere, iskere. Kia,
The English are coming to attack. To protect your villagers, you can use the town bell to garrison them in your town centre.
Forgere,
Click your town
cart.
centre, then
Toe,
click the
toe,
town
cart.
bell.
Fjedige.
Good. You defeated the English assault. If you have villagers in your town centre, ring the town bell again
Kid,
to send them back to work.
Fjedige. Erlov, boonage. Boonage. Forgere. Kia.
Now that you have reached the feudal
Erlov,
age,
toe,
concentrate on making some
Cow.
soldiers to fight the enemy. You will need at least 12.
toe. Cart. Toe. Fjedige. Fjedige.
You are close to the English base. Better not knock down this wall until you have an army of about 12 soldiers.
Kia. Fjedige. Rabwigge.
Kia. Kjart. Bitdir. Rabwiga.
Kid. Forgere. Kia. Rabwigge. Kid. Rabwigge.
Erlev. Bonit. Rabwiga. Rabwiga.
Forgere. Toe. Toe. Erlev. Kia. Toe. Toe. Rabwigge. Erlev. Toe. Rabwigge. Kid. Boonage. Fjedige.
Kid. Vargara. Rabwiga.
Boonage. Rabwigge.
Kia. Bidfir.
Go.
Bidfir. Rabwigge. Erlev.
Kid far at Noka. To. Rabwigge. Kia. Kart. To. Kart. Rabwigge. Forgere. Erlev. Rabwigge. Rabwigge. Forgere. To. To. Rabwigge.
Don't forget, keep
Kid.
exploring the map. Remember, you can upgrade your militia to men-at-arms at the
Kid.
barracks.
Selgere.
You should always upgrade soldiers when you can afford it.
Kia. Boonage. Rabwigge. Erlev. Kia. To. To. Kart. Bid 4.
Bargara.
Go.
Rabwigge. Rabwigge.
Margaret. To.
Now you have a large enough force to attack the English base. Charge. Keep
Erla.
your villagers
To.
working just in case you suffer casualties and need to make more troops.
Margaret. Bid 4. To. Bid 4. To. Kid. Hopper. Erlap. Kogo. Kogo. Bid 4.
Not sure whether we needed all that much, but why not?
Kid. Bid 4. To. Erlap. Bid 4. Dan kat. Margaret. Kogo. Kogo. Kid. To. Margaret. Erlap. To. Bid 4. Hopper. To. Bid 4. To. Bid 4. To. To. Bid 4. Margaret. Bid 4. To. To. Erlap. Bid 4. Kid. To. Bid 4. Bid 4. Bid 4. Kogo. Kogo. Margaret. To. Bid 4. Hopper. Dan kat.
Good job.
Hopper.
You have eliminated the
Bid
English
4.
soldiers.
Erlap.
Destroy that tower and our
Oh.
victory will be complete.
Kid. To. Bid 4. Bid 4. To. Margaret. Bid 4. To. Erlov. Kid. Bid fear. Erlov. Dunkirk. Kid. Bid fear. Bid fear. Margaret. Bid fear. Bid Dunkirk. Erlov. Bid fear. Bid fear. Bid fear.
Great job.
Bid fear.
You have destroyed the English camp. The Battle of Stirling is sure to end in victory for the Scots.
Bid fear.
Now that you know how to build up,
Kid.
advance through the ages,
Erlach.
and find and fight
Red.
your enemies, you have all the basic
Kia.
skills you need to
Selgara.
play a random map game. The most common type of game in
Kid-ho.
Age of Empires 2.
Rabwege.
Stirling was our first great victory. Even as we held the coastline, word arrived that Stirling Bridge had been held by a force of Scots led by the mythical knight of whom so many have spoken. Now we know his name. Sir William Wallace, the bane of the English. Edward Longshanks names Wallace a traitor and a criminal. Sir William replies he cannot be a traitor, for he never swore fealty to an English king. With Wallace leading our armies, the men fight with renewed vigour. Perhaps the tide of our misfortunes is about to turn.
So guys, I think we are gonna call it a day here now. So these were the kind of early game things we needed to know. So we finished Stirling and we have only 2 more left. So in the next video we'll cover Forge and Alliance and Battle of Falkirk. So thank you for staying with us and I'll see you in the next video.